Të dashur teleshikues të televizionit të shqiptarëve të Amerikës. Jehona që është përhapur për mundësinë e zgjedhjes së kandidatit Robert Lulgjuraj për në Kongres, në komunitetin shqiptar ka përfshirë jo vetëm njerëzit e thjesht bashkëdhetarët tanë, por dhe biznesmenët e njohur të komunitetit, të cilët kanë organizuar edhe evente të tilla si ky event i vërtet gala me qëllim të kuq, i cili në vetvete tregon se edhe komuniteti shqiptar ka arritur të ketë sukseset e veta në biznes. E natyrisht mbështetja ekonomike që është pjesë e fushatës elektorale, mbështetja me donacione është dhe një nga elementet kryesor që do të ndikoj edhe që Robert Lulgjuraj të kaloj në fazën e dytë, të fitoj në primary dhe të kemi më së fundi kandidatin dhe nga kandidat edhe përfaqësuesin ton në Kongres. Por sot, siç e shihni, është një mbrëmje e vërtet gala në një ambient të veçantë, këtu ku ndodhet edhe shtëpia e dy biznesmenëve të njohur, të cilët në komunitetin ton po ndihmojnë edhe nëpërmjet organizimit të këtij eventi që siç shihet ka dhe argëtimin në vetvete nga trupa e cirkut, por dhe ashtu në eventin e pritjes përpara, gjithçka është argëtuese, gjithçka është e mirëseardhur, pritet të zhvillohet takimi dhe të plotësohen konditat e këtij eventi fond mbledhës.
Në emrin të Atit, e të Birit, e të Shpirtit Shenjtë. O Ati dashur, falenderoj me gjithë zemër për bekimet mira që na ke dhënë. Falenderoj më atë kur e shohim ta shqiptar të i përparu nënën shpirtënore, nënën ekonomike, nënën intelektuale, e tash nëpërmjet Robertit edhe nënën politike. O Ati dashur, këtu në Amerikë, a ke batë mujtën që na mi shpreh tana mundësitë, tana potencialet tona që kena, për me ba një shenjë edhe me ba dritë, jo vetëm në Amerikë, por në marë botën. Na të lutem na Zotin rradh parë me i beku organizatorët e kësaj mramje të mrekullueshme, Danin e Linden, Aleksin edhe Gjinin, që kanë bërë kontributin e mrekullueshëm, me i beku tanë të ftumt që janë përgjigjë thirrjes tyne, edhe në vërtet thirrjes që me batë mujtën që Roberti me kanë antari i Kongresit Amerikan. Ati dashur, na gjithmonë pështetën atë nima jote, të bekimi jote, pra ne kërkojmë nimen tane. Na kena vullnetin e mirë, e me nimen tane, me vullnetin e mirë popullit shqiptar, jo vetëm kena me arrit ata kuota që i duhen Robertit për mu zgjell, si me marrë pas karrigen në Kongresin Amerikan, por gjithashtu me zellin ton të mundna edhe 20.000 shqiptar që janë këtu në Michigan, në rajonin ku Roberti ka për mu votu, që të vinin votime. E ne na dojnë gjithashtu njerëz me vullnet mirë, pak të 1.000 vetë që të shkojnë derë në derë, e të kena të sigurt ata 20.000 vota vetëm për popullit shqiptar. Ati dashur, na të lutë nësët me në beku tanëve ne, me beku Robertin në veçantë, me në beku familjet tona ku do që janë, edhe me beku buken që e kena marrë për mirësisë tane e për bojarisë të zotëve të shtëpisë, në për Krishtin, Zotin tonë. Amen. Kur kam himrën, kur kam himrën, i thash këtyne shokëve të mi, ma kolla e kam pas me shku të Enver Hoxha se me shku të Linda Dedvukaj. Marshallah, faleminderit Zotit, faleminderit Zotit.
It's about coming together as a community and showing what we can achieve when we stand side by side. I want to give a very special thank you to Aleks and Gina for co-hosting this event with me and my family. Your help and generosity have made tonight possible, and thank you to Father Freddie for taking time out of his day to come bless this dinner. Robert has very big dreams, and with everybody's encouragement and support, I know he has a chance to succeed. More than that, I believe he will grow into be a strong leader and example for the future of the Albanian community. And if my grandfather was alive, Peter Frani, he would be very proud of everyone coming together tonight as well. God bless everyone here tonight. Let's raise a glass to Robert. Cheers to my cousin Robert for your bright future and success. And God bless the United States of America.
I've been in politics for 36 years in Macomb County, and I've seen a lot of people come and go in the politics. And I've seen young candidates come and go. But I've watched Robert grow as a young man, just trying to support candidates who supported his beliefs, the beliefs he was raised with in his church and in his community, and he grew. And then he went to law school and became a successful attorney. And now there's an opportunity presents itself, and I believe it's fate, that it's got an opportunity for him to run for Congress, to be the first Albanian in Congress. What's going to make Robert so successful is in Macomb County, 1 of every 8 people in Macomb County were born outside of America. There's a tradition of people coming from the old country to this country to make new lives, to escape totalitarianism, oppression, looking for opportunity. And he understands that. His parents raised a solid man who understands the value of hard work and what it means to scrape and save for every dollar. That's why when he goes to Congress, he's going to represent all of you and all the interests that he learned as a young man growing up with all of you. Robert is going to have the full support of the Macomb County establishment behind him and a growing number of people in Macomb County, Oakland County rather. He's got state representatives, county commissioners, township officials, soon to be school board members at all levels of the county government Macomb endorsing his campaign, coming to his side. The money he's raising is outstanding. Thanks to all of you and the many others that aren't here tonight that have contributed to his campaign. But I'll tell you, friends, he's off to a great start, but much more is going to be needed. He needs all of you to talk to your friends, the friends that live in Macomb County or live in the district, and encourage them to go to his website, donate online, donate until it hurts, because it's going to take a lot of money. The primary is going to be rough. There may be candidates coming in to have a lot of money right off the bat. And what he's raised the date will get us in the game, but we need much more. And on the ground, we need all of the young men and women to go out and work the streets and knock on doors for Robert when we need them. That's right. Robert represents a new generation. My generation is getting old and we're passing away. But Robert represents the new generation of ideas and American entrepreneurialism. He represents what is best of America, aggressive, young, and hungry. And we need him there to represent all of us. So Robert, he's my friend. I call him my political son. I've watched him grow, and I'm so proud of you. And you have my entire commitment to do everything I can to help you. And with all of our help, you're going to get there. So thank you, and God bless you. God bless Albania.
The reason I need a couple more minutes is because Robert called me about a year ago, and he wanted to discuss this opportunity, and he wanted my opinion. We talked about fundraising. We talked about where he lived. We talked about his name ID, which is huge. And at the end of the conversation, well, about 3/4 of the way through the conversation, I said, Robert, this just hit me like a ton of bricks. This is your seat. You have to run. It's not a matter of should I run. You have to run. Robert Lulgjuraj is the perfect candidate in the 10th district in Michigan to go to Congress. He's going to be the first Albanian, pure Albanian American to serve for us in Congress. Now, I'm the grandson of immigrants. There was a wave of immigrants that came over in the early 1900s, Western European, Belgium and Britain and France, Germany. And now there's a wave that's been going on for a while of Eastern European immigrants. Macomb County is where a lot of them settle. And like Don said, 1 in 8 people, I guess it is, that live in Macomb County were born outside the country. So Robert, this seat is his. It's tailor-made for him, and he's tailor-made to serve. So here's what I got to say to you. What I bring to the campaign is I'm a 30-some-year auto worker. I worked 11 years for Chrysler Corporation, and then I took a buyout. Lee Iacocca gave me 30 or 40 grand to get out of town. He was downsizing the company and making them profitable again, which had to happen. So it was kind of a double-edged sword. I knew he had to do it. I loved Chrysler, but they had to cut the fat, and my department, to be honest with you, didn't need to be there. So I left. I got my 2-year associate's degree, which took 10 years to happen, and I call it my 10-year degree. But, and then I got an opportunity to hire in at Ford. I was 38 years old. Well, going back into the auto factories at 38 is no picnic. But I worked 25 more years there and then retired at 61 a couple of years ago. So I know people at Chrysler. I know people at Ford. I know all those plants. I grew up at 17 and Dodge Park on the other side of Van Dyke. Robert grew up at 15 and Ryan, I think it was, on the west side of Van Dyke. And the plant that I worked at for 25 years was right smack in the middle. So Robert and I know that district like the back of our hand. Now, tomorrow morning, I'll be out there at 10:30, 11 o'clock in front of the Sterling Stamping plant, the Chrysler plant, putting up Robert Lulgjuraj yard signs, putting up Robert Lulgjuraj flags, lining that parking lot with his signs. But what I need, I've got all the signs, and I'll be out there, but I need 10 or 15 people from this group who are not working a day job tomorrow. Some of you young guys, if you're not working tomorrow, we need some turnout. Mark Jokai's been there every rally we've had. He brings Jimmy John's, he brings a case of water. We'll have 15, 20 people out there. I need 30 or 40 people at these rallies, guys. So I'm asking you guys to participate. Listen, Donald Trump won Macomb County by 70,000 votes. So we're standing in Oakland County right now, and there's a little tiny portion of this district that Robert's running for that sticks into Oakland County, and it encompasses Rochester Hills, which, you know, Rochester City is like the capital of Rochester Hills. But we are not going to allow somebody from Oakland County to get this nomination next August and then represent the other 87% of the district, which is blue collar in Macomb County. So I represent that blue collar vote. Robert and I know what it takes. There's a lot of people who have some automotive experience in this room. You know it's a different life going into those factories every day. That's where our votes are. 70,000 people in Macomb County, that was the margin of victory Trump had. So the votes are there, but we have to get them out to vote. Republicans have a terrible record of voting in August in the midterms. And here's the thinking. They all think, well, Trump's not on the ballot, so I don't really need to, you know, I got things to do. I got to go pick the kids up at school, whatever. I don't really have much time. Guess what? Donald Trump is on the ballot next year. If we lose this seat and 2 or 3 more, Donald Trump will get impeached for the 3rd time. The papers are already written up. There's some lunatic Democrat from Detroit that's already had the papers drawn up to impeach Trump. Sri Thanadar, he represents the west side of Detroit. He brags about it. If we get the majority back, we're impeaching him again. So my job is to get out there in the middle of this district and educate and then motivate the voters and let them know, you think Trump's not on the ballot next year? He is on the ballot. If we lose this majority that Robert's trying to help us keep, we lose Donald Trump's 2nd term. It'll be cut short, just like his 1st term. He had people on his back. He got impeached twice. We cannot allow that to happen. The war is not over. We won a big battle last November, but the war is not over. We've got to win the congressional seats next August and November, or Trump gets impeached. The reason August is important is because Robert has to get over the primary hurdle. There's going to be 4 or 5 other people in there. A couple of them might raise a lot of money. And Robert's off to a good start. He's got to keep raising money, but there's going to be money. So if these people start running ads on TV, on the cable channels, and saturating people, it could get tough. So we have to keep fighting. We can't say, oh, Robert's got it. He's raised a lot of money. We've got a big Albanian American community. We got the Chaldean community. A couple of years, last year I guess it was, Nick raised $600,000 in a race for Oakland County executive. It was basically an unwinnable race. But you folks stepped up. You donated because you were proud of him. You were proud of him, his story, and he was running to represent the people in his community. Well, that broke the ice. Now, next year, we're going to the next level. Robert is going to go to Washington, D.C. and represent this district, not just the Albanian American community, not just the Chaldean American community, but all the immigrants from that community, including every constituent in that district. That's how he operates. He's a guy who believes in service. He loves this country, and he wants to give back. So what I'm asking you folks for tonight is participation. We started up this fall. We did not wait till next spring for exactly this reason, because we wanted to educate people and get them involved early. We're off to a great start, but what that means is you guys got to do some work. Now, I'm the blue-collar guy. I'm doing these rallies every week for the next 3 or 4 weeks till we do all 8 auto plants in the district Robert's running for. And then next spring, when the weather warms up in May or so, we'll be back out there doing them again. We'll do every plant again, and probably a couple of them twice before the August primary. It takes work. Blue-collar, grassroots campaigning means work. And Robert's not afraid of it, and neither am I. So I need some of you to step up. You guys have stepped up financially. You've already proven that. I need some people to put a couple hours in once a week for the rest of October, and then come back out in May with us and start all over again. It's going to take a little work. But on that day, when Robert is sworn into office and he leaves for Washington, D.C., he's going to make every one of us proud. So thank you very much. Thanks for the opportunity to speak to you. Please let Robert or me or Mark Jokai or Nick, anybody know if you can make it tomorrow. We'll give you the details. 15 in Van Dyke, 11 o'clock, I'll be putting signs up out there.
$600,000 plus coming into this campaign. The most of any first-time Republican candidate in America this year. Okay? Now, Robert convinced me he was the right guy for the job. We had a long talk. He's got it in his heart, which is what I care about the House of Representatives, and I love this country. He's got it in his heart, right? He's Albanian. He's got a name that's a little hard to spell. I always just say Lulgjuraj, the common spelling, right? And we're going to sell that name like crazy. But the fact is, there are a lot of people in this state and in this country who sort of discount a young guy, they love his story, everything about him. But yeah, first-time candidate, let's see what he can do. Not only did they underestimate Robert Lulgjuraj, they underestimated this Albanian community here. And I don't have a drink on me right now, but I would just say the one word of Albanian that I have learned. Preach me here to everybody. Anyway, and one last thing I just want to say. I have been in communication all day today with people in the president's political shop, with people in Speaker Mike Johnson's political shop, the people in Majority Leader Steve Scalise's political shop, telling them what we're about to do today. And the responses I got were, OMG, that's incredible. And quite honestly, the most common one, and I apologize, ladies, for this, holy shit, right? People are impressed. Thank you, thank you, thank you for everything that you've done. And tonight, if you can, how you can help us, post your pictures from the event. Let people know that you, in your network, that you support Robert Lulgjuraj. Do that on social media. I cannot tell you how much that helps our campaign down the line. I've always said the best advertising is word of mouth. In anything that you guys can do to help us move the ball forward, thank you, thank you, thank you. And let's get this thing going, and let's make this guy the next member of Congress from the 10th District.
Good job. We're all here for Mr. Lulgjuraj right here.
No, that's right.
God bless you, Robert. Inshallah, the next Friday we have like this, number one, for his winning, and hopefully for his wedding.
Love you, Dave. I appreciate it. Love you, man. Love you. All right, man.
All right, let's give this beautiful family for opening up their home, and thank you very much. We know whose house we're in. This is Peter Frani's house and his beautiful, obviously, wife, who's my great aunt and my grandma's sister. And every day, honestly, when I go and we sometimes pull Q-tips, she keeps them in her dresser. She's got Fidya's picture on top of her dresser. And so we love you and we thank you. Not only are you our cousin, but you're our friend and you're our confidant and a mentor, and we love you. So thank you guys very, very much, and God bless your family. And Danny does not know yet how much Linda Nicolette spent on this beautiful array of stuff. So thank you. All right. Not even presidents get welcomed that well. So that was awesome. All right. So thank you guys. And then next, a person that's a role model, person that hustled and climbed the corporate ladder and has a phenomenal resume, and he's a shining example of what people in the Albanian community can be, and he led really one of the pioneers of leading the way, and look what he's established, not only professionally, but personally, the way he raises his family, and he's Danny's neighbor, but he's all of yours friend. And the reason why this room is packed, I know, it's because of these two gentlemen. And so I would just like to thank Aleks and his wife for helping put this together. Please stand up. Please stand up, and your daughters, and let's give them a huge round of applause. All right, I want to thank my uncles for riding around to all our fundraisers and all our events. My Ajata here, thank them. We'd like to thank Motown Pro, the young gentleman, Joe Dagami, for following us around and managing our social media. Joe, God bless you. Albanian TV, ACTV, Marina Dedvukaj, Bianca Bereshaj, Marina Bereshaj, thank you for helping sign people in. My cousins, Marie and Linda Dedvukaj. Mark Jokai for hustling around with us all the time to put up signs, to go to Albanian businesses, to pick up checks for this worthy cause, right? Mark, where you at? Mark Jokai, thank you, brother. Joka Nikolai, working, threw us a fundraiser. Thank you, Joke. Appreciate it. Joke, thank you. Thank you very much. Nick Jonai, he ran for office before. When we saw him run, or when he ran last cycle, gave us inspiration. So let's thank another Albanian American for running for office last cycle. A few close friends of mine, my friend Erdis, my friend Chris Darrow, for always helping and supporting. Chris and Erdis, thank you. Chris Darrow and Erdis, thank you, fellas. All right, we have the best, and I'd like to thank David Leduc, and we have to start paying him next cycle. This man believes in our campaign so much. He's our data analytics person. He's our technology help. He knows how to chase down absentee ballots. He does not like any recognition, but we need to thank him. So is David Leduc here? He left. All right. He's working. He's crunching the numbers. He's figuring out where the votes are, what districts we need to go after. Right, Alex? All right. And then I'd like to thank the gentleman. He really is, because you could be a great candidate, but if you don't have a great team, a lot of you are shrewd business people. You know you're not going to get anywhere without good people around you. Right, Alex? That's how you build a good culture. And so I have the best campaign manager. I can't believe that I convinced them to get on this campaign. But this is a winning campaign that God has paid for us, honest to God. And so he's been on a lot of campaigns. It started off as a professional relationship. but now it's a personal friendship, and he brought his beautiful wife, Liz, here, and I called this guy. I mean, I call him 7, 8 times a day. I keep him on the phone. We're grinding, we're yelling, we're screaming because we have passion, we have heart. We don't care who the heck runs in this seat. This is our seat, and we're going to win this thing. And so I want to thank Jamie Rowe for putting up with me and helping me win this election. And we're going to go right from our church at St. Paul's, from Danny's house, all the way to Washington, D.C. together. All right, brother? I don't like to use notes. I like to speak from the heart. All right? Because I really believe if you're doing the right thing, God gives you the words, and God gives you the passion, and God gives you the energy to chart your path and to be successful. And so I want to thank 2 gentlemen. That's why I put some notes. I forgot to thank 2 really good friends of mine who completely volunteered, and they're going to be like Aleks, and they're going to be like many of you, up-and-coming, great, ethical, honest, young Albanian men that are in financial advising. They started their own company, and they're doing well. And they're good-hearted guys, and they love this campaign almost more than we do. And they put so much blood, sweat, and tears, and I'm calling them during the day, and we're helping chart this path. And most of the people on this campaign, we're not like other campaigns. We don't spend your money. We don't waste your money. We're very lean because everyone's on the same mission. And so I want to thank, we call these guys the finance bros because they're young, good-looking, smart, and shrewd business guys. And I think it's time that we start electing our own children to office and start investing and doing business with ourselves like everyone else does around here. And so I just want these guys to say a quick few words. They helped me organize a fundraiser last night, and I forgot to mention it. But I want Gianni and Joey to come up here so we can give them a round of applause real quick.
Listen, guys, it's been awesome that we've all been able to get together for this and rally around the cause for Rob. As far as our situation here, what we've done is gather the money, but it's all Rob, it's all you guys, so thank you guys all for getting together and doing this. God bless you all. He took all the words. Gianni's a sweet talker. So God bless. Thanks for everyone's help, and we appreciate it. We're going to get a Albanian Congress. So.
Most of you know me. We're not going to give you the typical stump speech about my resume, but we're just going to be very brief so you can enjoy your dinner because I am between you, alcohol, and dancing, all right? So I know better than to take a long time with a microphone. But I'm going to tell you right now, the theme of this event is the opening statement, all right? And I'm a prosecutor, and when you're in front of a jury giving an opening statement, you give facts, and you give evidence, and you give a hook. And you try to speak the truth about what's happening. And here's what the truth is. This is the honest to God truth. People doubted our candidacy at first. People get jealous sometimes. Other politicians or people in power, they feel threatened, they get jealousy, some negative human emotions start to come out, especially when you're trying to do the right thing. And we went to Washington, like Jamie said, and we interviewed at the White House, and we interviewed on Capitol Hill and with the Republican Party, and we told them that we're a young, hungry, conservative fighter that's never going to back down, that believes in the right values that this country was founded on, and we're coming. And you don't know the community yet, and you don't know me yet, but by the time this quarter ends on September 30th, you're going to hear a big roar coming from the 10th district, okay? And I'm standing before everyone in this room. I quit my job as a prosecutor. I gave up a pension. I wasn't making very much money being a prosecutor, but I saw an opportunity because I've worked exceptionally hard to stand in front of you with this microphone. My family working hard labor jobs. My beautiful grandmother, Maria Tomia Lulgjuraj, all right? 91 years young. Aleks, sorry we were a little late. She was so keen on coming. We were going to keep her at home, but she wanted to be here. And I know she loves Danny and Zeph, and we had to bring her along. And so we're standing here. Oh, and my boy George. Yeah, what's up, Georgie? Thank you. You know, George, you know why we almost forgot you? We need that donation to go up because we got to, right? So write a big check. We'll name you first, brother. We're going to get our, we love you because you're a true conservative. We love you, brother. And you know what? We got to use that location in Warren to put a nice, beautiful sign up. All right, brother? All right, we got you, dude. And so that young lady right there washed dishes so I could stand in front of you. My parents worked exceptionally hard so I can stand in front of you, like all your parents did. You all come from nothing. And so America belongs to us. It does. It belongs to hardworking, God-fearing, good Albanian American people that want to take that next step and give back to this country. And so everyone doubted us, but I'm standing in front of this room as the first time person running for office, because these seats only come around every 20, 30, 40, 50 years. If we don't jump on this now, we're never going to, I don't believe, have an opportunity to get an Albanian American in the halls of Congress. We have the resume, we have the candidacy. I've been involved in the party for a long time, volunteering. We have Brian Pannebacker and Don Brown, the grassroots behind us, the public officials starting to get behind us. We're now starting to generate the money from you, You're the one that I am standing on your shoulders, I really am. And so we're the leading Republican candidate, first quarter announcing as a Republican in the entire United States of America right now this evening because of you. So give yourselves a round of applause for getting us here. So we're going to leave you with this. We love you. We do. I'm going to work exceptionally hard. We're going to knock every door, meet every voter, attend every event, debate whoever we want. I don't care what politician we go up against, their children, their neighbors, the people that are connected, we don't care. They have to worry about us because we're coming and we're coming hard. And nobody has heart and soul like we do. And nobody loves this administration and the America First agenda, which should be apolitical. We're going to put you because Albanian values are American values. We care about our families. We care about our businesses. We care about economic freedom. All right? We care about doing the right thing. And we're going to protect this country. All right? From anyone that tries to harm it domestically and internationally. And so every day that we get in the halls of Congress, we're never going to embarrass you, and we're always going to stand up for the right thing. All right? So we love you very much, and this is just a thank you, really. This event is a thank you. You know, usually we ask for sign locations or more donations or whatever. I don't even know where we're at, but I know that we're the leading fundraiser in this district, both Republican and Democrat. We've been published in the Detroit News. We've been in the Washington Examiner. Media's picking up. People are getting behind us. Momentum. We go to 8, 9, 10 events a day because we're not going to let you down. We can't take any more losses in this community. We can't keep wasting our financial resources, running without having something to obtain. And so we're going to deliver you a W. I promise you. On average, everyone in this room knows about 250 people. So you have to spread the gospel. We're only one person. All right? And so the halls of Congress do belong to the grandson whose family escaped communism of a dishwasher. My mother is a waitress. My dad's a maintenance man. My uncle worked on the line at Chrysler. That's who power and authority in this country belong to, because we're never going to allow it to perish. We're never going to allow it to diminish. And we're always going to be loyal to this beautiful country that we came to, that you're raising your children in, right? And so you get us in Congress, we're going to fight every single day, and you're going to have an open door policy every day. And you all can leave this room. I don't care who the hell gets in this race, because it's our race. We have the money, we have the endorsements, and we have the candidacy. And I promise we're going to deliver you a win. So thank you, Bonfamir, Pini, dance, enjoy the night. We're never ever going to let you down. God bless you always. And without you, I wouldn't be standing here. And so it's not about me. It's about you and your children. All right. So again, let's give Aleks and Danny and our Lord and Savior and all of you a big round of applause.
E pra, për dashur të rëshikus, stu si një dasë me madhe, me gëzimin e përhershëm, me këngën e muzikës shqiptare, përfundoj dhe e ky event fonde për Robert Lulgjuraj. Sigur se e shini të gjithë pranishtit, janë të gëzuar në këtë event. Sigur t'ishin diku në Malësi, sepse ata po zgjedhin fjalin e tyre, Robert Lulgjuraj, i cili me një fjalim mjaft emocional i të gjithë donatorët e tij në këtë mbrëmje. Është edhe veçantë sepse u njoftuan se janë mbledhur një numër i madh parash në këtë event që do të bëjë të mundur që Roberti të ecë e të avancojë përpara territorios së vendit të tij në distriktin e Vjerë.